Today we're going to learn how to create a 16-fold rosette using Rhino. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a simple square using the rectangle tool. This square will be in the size of the grid. Make sure that grid snap is activated so you can easily select one of these little squares. Now we will go to line and we will create a simple lines like this. To duplicate this line, we will select it and go to curve, offset curve. Make sure that the distance is 10 and create 3 other copies. Make sure that you have 4 columns. Now we will select these 4 lines and we're gonna go to transform, mirror, and the mirror will be from the middle of the square and we will have this shape. Now we will select all of these lines and create a copy. We will set the rotation to 90 degrees like this, and we will repeat the same thing. We will select all of these lines and create a copy. This time we will set the rotation to 45 degrees. Now we will go to create another line from this point to this point. We will select this line and create 2 copies for each side. Now we will select these 5 lines and we will go to transform, polar array. The center of the polar array will be the center of the square and the number of items will be 16. And we will hit enter. Now we will go to this square and we will go for the polygon star. The center of the star will be this point and the corner will be this point. So we click and we hit space. And we repeat the same thing. We click for the center and we click for the corner and we hit space another time. Now we will select these 2 shapes and we will go to transform and polar array from the center of the square. The number of items will be 8 and we hit enter. Now we will create lines from these corners for the big star and for the small star. Now we will select these this square and we will go to curve and extend curve, and we will select all these 4 curves from this side and from this side too, and we will hit enter. Now we're gonna select all of these 4 lines and we will go to transform, polar array. From the center of the square, the number of items will be 16 and we will hit enter. Now our grid is fully completed. We need to extract the shapes from this grid. Now we need to extract the shapes from our grid. To do that, we need to change the layer first by double clicking on the layer. The layer should have another color so we can see the shapes. And we will go to drafting so we can use hatch tool. Now we will start selecting the boundaries for our first shape. Then we will go to hatch and we will click inside the shape. You will notice that it will have a highlighted color. Then we will enter. We'll click enter and OK. So you will notice that the shape will take the color of the layer. We will only gonna create the 1 piece from each shape, and then we will go for transform and polar array so we can make the other 16 copy. So I will let you focus on the shapes and the boundaries so you can find them on this grid, and I'll be back.